So on the morning of 2nd November, I did my usual Welsh practice on Duolingo over breakfast on the old tree, on my old device. It was a bit more glitchy than usual, but I can deal with that. Just before midday, when I went back, it had upgraded to the path. I thought my device was probably too old for an update. How wrong I was. I now had no other choice than to struggle through as I was doing before on the path. Luckily, I had just got to where I'd left off originally, with getting all the lessons up to level 5, so at least I'd consolidated that. So how has it been for this last week before recording this video? Well, the first thing I noticed is that you have no indication what each step on the path is about and how many sections there are, like you do on the browser version. It just takes you straight into the lesson, which I find a bit annoying. However, it does seem to be a little bit easier to do the lessons on the app using this format. I can still build up lives in the morning by revising, so I have a full house for new stuff in the afternoon. However, I can no longer choose what I revise. The first time I clicked on it, it made me revise sports, which I had deliberately not revised because most of the vocabulary was redundant for me. And then I clicked again, and it gave me sports again. Luckily, on the following day, it gave me a better selection. However, I'll probably be accepting watching ads more than I usually do, and I'll be using up my gems, or whatever they're called. The other problem, of course, is French. Now, it's not the French itself that's the problem, but progress has virtually slowed down to nothing each week. Many of the steps on the French path are a good 10 lessons long, and I find that quite often I can't get through more than 2 steps on the path on my Saturday and Sunday sessions, and that's with buying extra lives and working for extra lives. However, once again, this seems easier on the app than on the browser version, and the app does have the benefit of speaking exercises. However, I prefer typing sentences out myself if I can, and I hate doing this on the app because I hit the wrong keys so many times. I'd already been considering whether or not I wanted to pay for Duolingo so that I could progress faster. I still haven't decided. Paying for an app that no longer provides any grammar tips for the lessons I'm learning, it may do for you. I believe on some courses it does. And that no longer has the old query answers from the forum, as they've removed that now. Doesn't sit well with me. I might use my 2 free weeks of Plus over Christmas and see how I feel then. I would say that I feel Duolingo is becoming worse and worse as a free language learning resource, unless you want it to take you years and years and years to finish. Duolingo's mission has severe cracks in it, and it may soon implode.